What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day here at Whitley Auto Works. Today we're jumping right back into our Rustoleum custom mix series. That's where we take fun Rustoleum colors and answer all the what if questions that everybody has. What if you mix this? What if you mix that? A lot of times what we'll do is we'll shoot pearls, flakes, candies, a little bit of everything over top of Rustoleum paint to try to create more expensive looking paint effects on a budget, guys. It's all about learning what colors work well with each other and different color combinations and effects that you might want to use on a future paint job, and just having fun. And we always do these over spray outs. Like a test fender I got behind me, it's all prepped up and ready today. We'll be shooting it with a semi-gloss black Rustoleum. And then I always have people ask, what happens when you mix silvers and golds together? Does it create a champagne color? Does it one cancel the other out? Well, we're going to find that out today. I've got two really cool eye candy pigments pearls. I got AMATERASU silver and I got Ken gold. Both very, very vibrant pearls in their own way. But what happens when you collide them together over gloss black? Will one dominate? Well, we're going to find that out today. We'll put some Rustoleum down on the fender first, and then we'll be mixing up both of these pearls in finish one clear and seeing who is the better pearl, silver, gold, or do they mix well together? Let's find out. Let's get into today's episode. Alright guys, we got our Rustoleum tacking up behind us on the panel, and I'm not worried about it drying too awful quick because it is 45 degrees out here today, guys. I'm in North Carolina. We're getting into the colder months of this year, and you know, it just is what it is. So I switched over to a fast activator with my clear coat today, and I'm going to do this poor man style, mixing everything together. And you might have noticed I've added a little something extra into the equation, and you know, we try to do that on Whitley Auto Works to keep things interesting. So what I've done is I've grabbed black candy. Now it's been a while since I've played with the black candy because it more so just acts like a tint. So choosing what you want to use black candy with, you have to be very particular, guys. On its own, it will tint certain things down and give it different effects. It's best used to darken other colors. So say you want a blue candy, but you want to darken the blue candy. Add some black candy into it. That way you get a darker tone. So that's what it's best used for with that. But today I'll be using black candy with silver and gold. What it's going to do, I don't know. But I've got some clear coat here. We're going to do this poor man style, and I'm going to bring you guys in close so you can see this mix. Alright guys, so we got gold, silver, and black candy. And black candy is finally making a return on Whitley Auto Works. Now this is going to be an interesting one today, guys. So stick with me for it. This might take a few minutes. And of course, popsicle sticks are my best friend with this. As far as doing exact measurements, we're just going to get as close as possible. I'm going to start off with a generous helping of Amateur silver. And we'll put that into the mix, and then we'll try to get roughly the same amount of gold. I think that'll be all right there. And then we'll be mixing everything together. So I think that's going to be enough for that. So let's mix this together first and see what happens when you mix gold and silver pearls together and what kind of a color we'll get. I want to say we're probably going to get something in the champagne family. Kind of like a black gold, and that's kind of sort of what I'm going for today, guys, with the black candy effect and everything else. I think it'll be a very interesting result, especially over the black fender. So this is what we got already. A generous looking champagne gold silver mix, very interesting. And now let's make it even more interesting, and let's popsicle stick in some black candy, guys. And like I said, it is straight black tint, so when you see it go in the mix, it's definitely going to darken everything up and give us a very metallic-y looking color. What it'll do exactly, I'm really not sure, and that's kind of the purpose of all these experiments. Sometimes we have great success, and sometimes it's a massive failure. I think that's going to be enough candy right there. So let me get to stirring it real good. And it's definitely darkening the mix. Man, this is going to be an interesting color I'm creating here today, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a much more richer, subtler color, I think. Definitely looking like it's going gunmetal, but I'm really not sure. But there is one surefire way to find out what this is going to do. Let's load up the D1 drizzle gun and let's get to spraying some of this black candy eye candy mix. Alright guys, so I got my Limelight Black Candy Eye Candy Pigments Pearls mixed today with the silver and the gold. We've created our own very interesting candy base coat. I'm going to have to do consistent but light coats on this today, guys. Like I said, it is very cold out. Even though I am using a fast activator, I'm going to have to be very careful, really take my time with it, and just keep going until we get full coverage and a really good effect. And then the fun part, we'll let it set up really, really good and then take it out in the sun and see what we got. I'm going to put a mask on. Oh yeah, this is a D1 Drizzle, guys. It's a Craft paint gun, low volume, low pressure paint gun. It's got a 1.3 tip and I shoot at 28 PSI wider per trigger. Just in case you want to use the settings, feel free to. So, like I said, I'm going to put the mask on. Let's get to spraying. Alright guys, so today I took a quick break from my Thanksgiving leftovers to create this very interesting looking metallic silver and gold mix with a black candy. Now, it did get a little blotchy. It is 45 degrees out here, so I overloaded the metallics like crazy, and that's why we're getting so much blotchiness. That in combination with the black candy, well, it made for an interesting effect. But what do you guys think? Well, this was the interesting one today, guys. This is a spray out. We started out with a semi-gloss black Rustoleum. Then we took an AMATERASU silver and a Ken gold and mixed them together to try to see what happens when you mix silver and gold pearls together over top of a black. And, you know, I thought we might get a champagne color. I really didn't know. But we ended up with this kind of gunmetal gray to blue with a gold sparkle. And I don't know if you saw that. I tried to capture it really well on camera. A very, very cool look. But like I said, it's 45 degrees out here today. The weather's very unforgiving. And I think I overloaded the mix too much. That's why we got all the modeling. We've got a little bit of pearl sag on pretty much the whole panel. And that's kind of the dangers also throwing it in clear coat versus like a mid coat or something like that. With the mid coat, the pearls stay in suspension much better on the panel, which means as soon as they hit the panel, they'll pretty much stay there. And you know, as you do the coats, it makes everything look more uniform. Where you get into trouble when you get pearl sagging is when you put everything on way too wet and then they kind of sit there and they slide down the panel, and then they'll clump up and you'll get dark spots in certain areas and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of people say do orientation coats or drop coats, where you back off if you have a bunch of blotchiness like that, and you open up your fan pattern. That way you get a wider array of the metallics to flow out, and then you back off a couple inches. That way you're kind of dust coating the panel to try to get those metallics to lay out more consistently, so you don't see clump spots or dark spots. So that's something to be aware of moving forward. And as far as the black candy goes, guys, black candy by itself is more so used in airbrush to do shadow effects and stuff like that. You can use it in other candies to tint it down. So like the blue candy, I know some of you guys have said it's a very light blue candy. Well, you can add some black candy into it and darken it and really create your own color. But by itself, it's kind of like VHT nightshade. I don't know if you've ever seen like the tail light tint type stuff. It's very hard to get uniform and lay out in a good pattern, short of just completely blacking out the tail light. So it's just kind of like that, guys, and it's, you know, it's one of those things that's not like you think it is with black candy. It's a little hard and tricky to work with sometimes. But nonetheless, guys, this is a spray out today, rated 1 through 5, 1 through 10. If you want to spray with AMATERASU Silver or King Gold, I am an affiliate with iCandy. That means I'll have links below, and you can get a discount. Just enter my code WAWSHOP at checkout. While shop, you'll get a discount, and it goes to help out the channel. If you want to spray with the black candy and try your luck with it, or the Fender's One Clear, the paint gun, the mask, the D1 Drizzle, that's a great paint gun. Links will be in the description. It's the one that says As Seen on YouTube. That takes you to my Amazon store, where you can purchase everything there for the same price I get it. We will get a small kickback, but you know, like I said, it don't cost you anything extra, and you get the benefits of Prime, so that's a win-win. And it's getting close to the holidays, so you know, you could always put it on your Christmas list and see if Santa brings it to you. So if you like the spray outs, you like the paint jobs, the tutorials, a little bit of everything I do with this channel, and you find yourself coming back to watch me for whatever reason, then definitely take a second. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Ring that little bell beside it. It'll notify you every time a new episode drops. I'm all the time dropping episodes, no matter what the weather is. I'm going to come out here and we're going to do something and have some fun, whether it's just a spray out or whether we paint a whole car. There's always going to be a little something coming out on Whitley Auto Works, so you want to be subscribed so you don't miss an episode. And guys, as always, leave me a quick like and comment before you exit away to somebody else's video. That way it helps me out with the algorithm tremendously to spread out these videos and continue to grow the channel and be successful with everything. And we're almost at 30,000 subscribers, and when we do, guys, I'll be shooting another giveaway out there, giving away some paint guns and pearls and everything else. So you definitely want to be subscribed, because you'll have to be subscribed in order to win. So definitely do that. And yeah, as always, guys, I really appreciate you continuing to watch and support the channel. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving and got stuffed. I know I'm going to go on round 2 with it today because it's Friday. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'm John from Whitley Auto Works. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.